Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. What's going on, family? What's going on? What is going on? What's going on? What's good, family? What is going on? It's been a cool minute. Let me go ahead and do my due diligence. I want to say welcome to everybody that's, tapping in with me for the first time. And to those that are returning, I want to say welcome back, okay? Before we pop off anything, I'm going to say this. I ask you, if you don't mind, to go ahead and share. That's what I'm doing as we speak. I'm sharing, so I'm asking that you would also share. Go ahead and help me evangelize, get this to the people that it needs to be gotten to. Whichever platform you are on, we know how to share, tag, whatever it is. Whether you on YouTube, go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, turn on that notification bell. Go ahead and interact in the chat. If you on Facebook, go ahead, tag, invite, share, send in the messages. Over here on Instagram, friends, go ahead and share to your story. Go ahead and share it to your friends, whoever, your family, all right? We're going to have this conversation. While I'm doing this, I'm going to let y'all do that. And then y'all go ahead. If you don't want to do that, let me know who's in the chat tapping in with me on today. I hope everybody is well. I pray all is well with everybody. That's what I do. Let me share it here. Give me 1 second. Well, it's going to take longer than 1 second because I still got like 3 or 4 destinations to share it to. But give me one moment and then I will check the chat and see which one of my family members is tapping in with me on today. Okay. If you've been in the room 2 or 3 or 4 times, you might as well lock in. Go ahead and give me a follow or subscribe. That means we family. Hey, ain't no need to watch me from the sideline. Come on in here and join the festivities. All right. I ain't gonna hurt not a single soul. I come to build, not tear down. Now, we might not always agree. And that's all right. We different. We individual. We unique. We created, that way. We don't all have to think the same way. We don't all have to talk the same way, look the same way. We got to be respectful to one another. That's for sure. And then another thing is we are commanded to love one another. Okay. And if you ain't going to sit up and say a whole bunch of nasty things about yourself, then don't say a whole bunch of nasty things about nobody else. That's how we'll put that. Look at all my cousins in the chat. What's up, cousins? What's up, cousins? What's going on, family? There y'all go. Sandy, it's the real Tashi. What's up, sis? Brother Curtis, what is going on? Sola David, I see you, beloved. Is a $17 list still available? For you it is. Let me go ahead and get started over here on TikTok, y'all, as well. I'm just going to be sharing a few things, okay? And then I'm going to show y'all what I'm going to be sharing is actually going to lay the foundation to why we need to be doing what we're doing, okay? And as I stated in the beginning, we can have a difference of beliefs, and that's fine. We can agree to disagree. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. I'm just going to share, okay? Um, and then I'm going to share some opportunities that helps us. Okay? And first things I want to say, and I ain't gonna make it drawn and long and drawn out for y'all. Okay, I know y'all want to get to y'all rest week, but I want to say this: this country alone has caused so much division amongst us as human beings. If they're not trying to divide us with sex, gender, male, female, they trying to divide us with race. What color is the color of your skin? They trying to divide us financially. Okay. They trying to divide us whether you married or not. They trying to divide us through politics. I call them politricks because that is exactly what it is. And we, the people, if we do not unite, we will always be devoured. I'm going to say this because I mean this from the bottom of my whole heart. There's one big table, okay? And both parties sit at the same table, just on opposite sides. One wear red, one wear blue. But at the end of the day, they all friends, okay? Half of the policies and stuff they implement never affects them. Never. When we at war with other countries and other nations, it never affects them, okay? So I want us to stop the divide. We got to stop being dumb, for real. We got to wake up. We got to stand up at the end of the day, okay? Whenever there is a war going on, only the civilians are casualties, whether that's abroad or right here on our own soil. We got to stop the division. That's really on my heart, man. You cannot go to no celebrity. You cannot go to no politician when you're hungry. You can't go knock on their door. You cannot. And say, can I get a piece of bread? But your neighbor. And blood don't make you kin. Love does. You have to go to your neighbor who we out here funking and having turfs and divisions. My heart is really saddened with a lot of things that are going on. And because I have a voice and a platform, I'm going to share that, first of all, whether you believe in God or not, that is not what God created us for. We family. That's why he created us all different colors, size, shapes, the whole 9 yards. Yes, there are things that have happened to us as melanated people that ain't happened to nobody else. But you know what? I don't even feel bad for us no more. You know why? Because don't nobody got their dang on foot on our necks. They may have had them on Big Mama and them necks. They may have had them on Granddaddy and them way down. They may have had them on their necks. But they don't have them on our necks. And this is what I'll say. We need to let them fight. And while they fighting, we unite. That's what they not used to. That's what they don't want. And if y'all can go over here on TikTok, some of y'all came to peek in, some of y'all came to be nosy. Listen, it's a message of unity, for real. And if you don't mind, go ahead and go crazy on the hearts, because that's going to help me get into the algorithm. It's a sad shame that people will take a 60-second clip and try to read you as if they know you, or try to act like they know you and judge you from 60 seconds. And we out here funking over politics. None of their policies benefit us. They going to hurt us in one way or the other. It's a sad shame to see brethren, men and women, all made in God's image and likeness, going crazy with each other over politics, and we can't get nothing from them. They fight about passing bills for us. We're all in inflation together, okay? Money is funny for a lot of people. Change is strange for a lot of people. We are no different. And what I love the most about God is that he's showing all of us that you ain't no different from nobody else. I don't care if you had a 8-figure paying job. You can be humbled. Everybody is affected by the migrant crisis. I love immigrants. I'm one. Quiet as kept. They took me from Africa, you feel me, and brought me over here. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining one bit. If you want to call somebody illegal, I'm illegal because they brought me here. And they brought my ancestors here. Then I was born here. So I'm not against nobody coming here, but I am against you coming here and you didn't work for it, because hot diggity dog, they make us work for it. They make us pay taxes, baby. They punish us when we do crimes and commit crimes. You understand? So you ain't going to bring nobody else over here and then you make us live by a set of standards that they ain't got to live by. Hell yeah, we going to make some noise about that. Hell yeah, we going to say that. We over here working our butts off. A lot of people is not even being able to enjoy the fruit of their labor because they didn't work all their life. And at the end of their life, when it's time to enjoy, they expire or they have no desire to go travel and see the world and all of this stuff. We all been affected by the migrant crisis. We all been affected by the inflation. We all been affected by their politics. And I am over it, okay? I'm really over it. They promised us these votes. These promises for our votes. And I'm just saying ours. Because you know what? Dr. Tawana, I'm too tall for that now, okay? I really am. I know at the end of the day, the electoral vote is going to matter the most, and that's it. So why is we out here fighting each other? At the end of the day, we saw that in 2020. That the electoral vote is what counts. So why are we at war with our neighbors? We acting like a bunch of gangbangers. I'm red, I'm blue. No, I'm me. Because at the end of the day, one thing that revealed to me whose side they was all on was the pandemic. Oh, the pandemic revealed to me that they wasn't nobody on our side. Here a stimulus check, and we will argue in Congress if y'all even worth $1,200, and we can give a rat's behind if your kids eat. You just stay in your house and sit down and wait for our commands. Hell no. Hell no. So at that moment, I said, no, ma'am, no, sir. No, I'm not putting my life and my livelihood in the hands of another man. Mr. Government, I don't need anything, okay? I'm a law-abiding citizen. Now, how do I legislate? Because a bunch of y'all over here on TikTok try to come for me and didn't know that I come back. I'm not your casual Christian, your religious a zealot out here. No, I am a kingdom-born believer. 10 toes down. I stand for truth. I stand for justice. And if I see anything or anybody moving contrary to that, then I stand against you. That's my duty as a kingdom ambassador. That's my duty. If you got laws and policies that are against my God, we're done. But I am going to obey the law. That's for sure. I'm also going to use my voice. Because even though they brought us over here, I thank God for their liberties. We have the liberty to speak and say what we want to. As long as it don't incite a riot, as long as it ain't terroristic or something like that, we got a right to use our voice. And the highest paid person or niche on planet Earth is always going to be a communicator. That's why you see those who ain't afraid to use their voice got lots of people following them. Because the highest influencer is a communicator. We don't need that. We need each other. Can I get an amen or something in it? If you feel the same way that I feel, we need each other. I need you, okay? My skin is brown. But I need you, whether your skin is white, whether your skin is golden brown, whether your skin is dark, I don't care. I need you. You need me. We don't know everything, but we know everything together. So let's stop the immaturity, the name calling. Them people don't care about us. Who is being slaughtered over there in the foreign countries while we at war? Tell me. Is it political officials? Is it the dignitaries? Is it the kings? Is it the presidents? Tell me. Who's been unalived, starved? Who is really suffering? It's civilians. It's civilians. And the same thing will happen to us over here, okay? There will be casualties that we did not cause. And what I hate the most is that this nation is founded on we the people, not we the politics. If they can keep us divided and fighting each other, they can keep on running this bad boy the way that they running it. And I'm going to say this and then I'm going to be done with my rant, okay? The greatest demonstration of unity ever displayed in my lifetime, and I'm 45. They got to do with getting it to heaven. What you saying has nothing to do with getting into heaven. No, definitely not. She has done zero except for a word salad. Listen, I want to say this. The greatest display of unity from all races, all nations, tribes, tongues, and kindreds happened during the pandemic. Everybody came together and started demanding you unlock our doors and open up everybody came together. Everybody came together and said, wait a minute, hold on. Y'all telling us this, they telling us that. Everybody came together. Y'all remember they started having rallies and stuff. In Texas, they was everywhere. Everybody came together. And then here they come dividing with George Floyd. God rest his soul. I feel the way that I feel because I feel the way that I feel, but I'm going to keep that to myself. You can't bait me in. I have discernment. So I go to God about everything. It don't matter. You want to stir us and provoke us to respond emotionally, and then we at each other's throat. And y'all over there chilling, taking plane rides to NATO, making plans and policies that will hurt us. Then you just got us all over here emotional. We have to stop. And if we came together in a peaceful fashion, okay, we can be peaceful and powerful. And I'm going to tell you something. The only reason why they get away with a lot of stuff that they get away with, thank you for the gift. Blessings to you, blessed and favored 46. 100-fold return on your gift, okay? If we came together and said, we're not allowing any of it anymore, we gonna pick who we want over us. And if we don't want y'all over us, then we'll be over us. Your policies don't benefit us anymore. We don't want that. The problem is we can't get together and do that. So they continue on with all of this foolishness that they're doing. Do we not, everybody who live in America or have somebody that lived in America, everybody is hurting. Except those in powerful positions. Or their money is powerful. And even when their money get powerful, they got to get into powerful positions. That's what I want to say. If we come together, we can say, look, y'all want to play with us? Y'all want to keep on allowing these migrants to come over here and just run us out of our communities? I'm a real community leader, so I don't just get up here popping it for clout. You can't imagine how many times I actually ride around and see the degradation of my people. Don't matter if you brown, don't matter if you tan. I see them out there bent over, drugged out. I see them out there homeless, barely can make it. It's terrible. How could we as human beings pass by something like that? Or ignore something like that? No, this is a real problem here in America. And I'm real pissed off. Why? Because we don't have to worry about outsiders coming in here to do anything to us. And I got kids over here, and I got cousins over here and cousins over here. Your family is my family. I don't care if you believe that or not. We are one family. We originated from two people, Adam and Eve, okay? And above them, we were sent by God, period. So ain't no way in the world I'm going to be comfortable hearing the stories that I hear. Tawana, I lost my job. Dr. T, can you help me? I'm out here in the streets, real streets. Not this fake news media, demonic, lying prophets. Not them. That will spin a narrative and pander the people. Not them. Real life streets. People being evicted every day. Inflation is going up. Can't pay their rent. Can't buy food. They got to choose whether they'll get to work this week or whether they'll eat for the next 2 days, man. Y'all share this everywhere. Wherever platform you are on, share this everywhere, because this is a message to we the people. To hell with the politics. To hell with the politics. Their games, they're playing political poltergeist with the people. And we might not be able to reach everybody, but we can reach somebody. And you sharing is evangelizing. How can we say that we are of God and all this degradation set well as, hello, I am so blown back by the amount of people that claim to be believers and letting this stuff happen on their watch. What? Where the warriors at? Where the real men and women of God that will stand up and say, not on my watch, enough is enough. Okay? Because one thing that I do know, whether you know God or you don't know, one thing that I do know about God, whenever the children came together and they cried out against their oppressor, he always delivered. He could be real mad at them, right? They can been and went way left. He said, I told you not to go whoring after them other idols. But you know what? I hear my cry, the cry of my children. I don't care. Let me raise up a deliverer. Moses, go and get my people. Let me raise up a deliverer. I dare you to go and type in Google, every time the children of God cried, he answered them, period. I don't care what they did and how they did it. And that's the problem. We too divided to come together and cry out to God as his people. As his people. God, you fix this. God, if you don't intervene, then there won't be no intervention. We all suffering. They didn't eliminate the middle class. You either rich or you poor. For real. That's something we ain't did. And you actually have policies in place that want to keep God out. And that's why this country is going down. We need to put God back in it. At least as people in the earth. Put me back in it. I heard some from the Supreme Court, and this is going to make sense in a minute, okay? I heard some from the Supreme Court. Especially when it comes to melanated folks. It said, look, instead of y'all trying to run from the law when they stop you and get all belligerent and stuff like that with them. Stop doing that. Instead, sue them in a court of law. And if in a court of law you don't like the outcome, the only way we can get in it is when you bring it to the Supreme Court. So take it to the highest court of the law. I was like, wow, that made sense. Right? Why did I say that? Because if we can't get what we asking for from the politricians, then we need to take it to the Supreme Court of God. We need to take it to the Supreme God of the Court of Heavens. We have power to do so. We have power and authority over all works of darkness. If we don't like darkness, then exercise your authority. To know the reason why we can't, because we can't come together like glue. Wherever 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, we can't come together. And if we do come together in body, we're not together in spirit. It's crazy. So people was asking me, who you voting for? I said, I vote in the spirit realm. How about that? I'm voting for whatever man or woman God wants. Because he used evil kings and good kings. He set some up and set some down. But they all on purpose. But what I do know is we need to go back to the foundation, the manufacturer, and say, what we've been having ain't working for us. We crying out, help us, deliver us, rescue us. And then he has the ability and the right of way to work on our behalf. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. Our kids, they need you, God. We need you, God. Like never before. And we need a deliverer. They not our saviors, but we need a deliverer that hears from you, that speaks to you, that can lead by your example. That's what we need. And we will stand 10 toes down, and we will not. I will not. I don't care who don't like it. You ain't going to stop me. I don't care who don't like it. You ain't going to put your hand on me, okay? I'm one of them type of kingdom Christians, okay? If you want to label me as a Christian, I'm one of them kind. I'm one of the same kind like Paul. I'm one of the same kind like Samson. I'm one of the same kind like David, okay? And I got a scripture for anybody that say that's not the spirit of God. Proverbs 20:30, a severe beating will knock all of the hell or the evil right up out of you, okay? I lay hands in the spirit, and I can lay these bad boys inside of the flesh. It don't matter. However you want your deliverance, I got it for you, okay? I'm not playing no type of games, because the enemy ain't playing no games with me. And there ain't no way in hell or on earth I'm going to let a spirit of Jezebel or a spirit, a demonic spirit, rule over me and God's people for any amount of time on my watch. On my watch. Oh, I know how to legislate. I know how to legislate. Do you? We don't need to be at each other's throats. We need to be united in prayer. This is a spiritual war. And I'm going to tell y'all this. This is a spiritual war. It's a battle between good and evil. And if we don't stand proxy in the gap and call those things that are not as though they were, then the enemy gonna have his whole entire, he gonna have his cake and his ice cream too, okay? What I love about God is he is the perfect gentleman. He gives us free will. Do y'all want this or do y'all want that? God had already chosen a king to rule over his people. And the people start chanting. No, we want Saul. We want Saul, we want Saul. And God gave them Saul. And Saul tormented them so, listen. So now we have a second chance. God said, okay, Let me see. Was that enough for y'all right there? Was that enough for y'all? The seasoning came back around. What you gonna do? You want this or that? You can get with this or you can get with that. You can get with this or you can get with that. You can get with this or you can get with that. And you can get with this because this is where it's at. Listen, that's where we at. So make a conscious, wise, spiritual decision. We cannot be out here emotional. The devil is having a field day. And just like God uses man, so does the devil. And he got some people, that's the enemy's number one job, is to steal, kill, and destroy. So if you see them fruits happening, then you know that it's not God. It don't matter how we feel. We be like, well, God, I probably be suffering because of what I did. That ain't how God punish you. Now, there are consequences, but that ain't how God punish you. He don't cause you to suffer because you did something wrong. You cause yourself to suffer because you did something wrong, and you will not repent, and you will not come back to him and ask him for you. You cause suffering. He does not. He's always willing and ready to receive you and forgive you. Always. And if this nation want to be healed, then we got to go to the man who's supposed to be over the nation. Any nation that does not welcome God is a godless nation. And you got some people out here hell-bent on satanic agendas. God say, be fruitful and multiply. They oppose that. They say, no, go and shed bloodshed. Go unalive your unborns. No, that's what we say. You have the right to do so. And truthfully, you do. But you're going to give an account. You're going to give an account. Oh, you have a right to love anybody you want to love. And you do. But God gave order and protocol and standard. When they took God out of schools, now what you see happening. Name one school shooting that happened when God was in school. When God was in school, name one school shooting that happened. You cannot even mention one. Me growing up, never ever heard of anything like that. Today, we want to remove the 10 Commandments from the steps, and we want to take the Bible out of, we want to be all inclusive. Welcome anybody, including demons. What the hell? That's why this country is the way that it is. Y'all said in the beginning, this is one nation under God. What happened? What happened? And because the warriors are running around here with fear, false evidence appearing real, and division, the enemy is having a field day. He didn't came in our schools. Now those transformers get to read to your children. No shade, because my daughter was one too. I love everybody. But it's the truth. God said, raise up your children in the way that they should go. Nobody else should be imputing anything to your children. That's your responsibility. That is not the government's responsibility. It's not the school teacher's responsibility to impart or impute and then start telling, shh, you ain't even got to tell your mama. You are causing a rebellious spirit to come up in them. And let me tell y'all something, how deep this is. And why we keep seeing our children being unalive by the droves. Honor thy mother and thy father, that your days may be long on the earth. For this is the only commandment with a promise. The only. Honor thy mother and thy father, that your days may be long. You don't honor your mother and your father, and say you ain't gonna fit try to choke me neither. Yeah. I'm gonna say what I need to say. If you don't honor your mother and your father, then your days are not long. And you wonder why there are more young people passing away than older people. Older people is living out their life, living longer than the 77 years that they was promised. Living longer than the 70 years they was promised. 70. But you got a reversal. The young people is going. More parents than bury their children and children than bury their parents in the last 2 to 3 years. You want to know why? Because he who does not honor his mother or his father, days will not be long on the earth. And you mean to tell me that you're going to take my kid into a school and tell them that they can hide stuff from me? The person given spiritual authority over these children to raise them up. They don't belong to us like that, but we stewards over them. We're responsible for what goes in them. We're responsible for their purpose. We're responsible to help and shape them for whatever destiny they have. We're responsible. How you going to come in and start teaching our children to do otherwise than contrary? And then don't think that you're not going to confuse them and cause judgment to come upon them. We don't really read the Bible. We start the Bible, and this ain't no Bible lesson. I'm just a Bible baby, right? So I'm giving y'all principles, and I'm going to be off in just a minute on this. We really don't take the time to read the Bible because they tell us read the New Testament. Well, you can't read the New without the Old. And what I used to, and in order to understand who God is and why there was even a need for a Savior and how did we end up here anyway, you had to read the Old. So I was one of those that read, okay? And I used to think God was so harsh because he would say, look, that's a wicked generation right there. Kill all their kids. Because if you don't kill their kids, they're going to be eviler than their daddies and eviler than their uncles and eviler than their bloodline. So get rid of them. That's what Saul was supposed to do. And he did not. And them same people that he let slide was the same ones finna come back and kill all of God's people. Look at Ahab. Ahab was a descendant of his father, evil. And these were kings, what we call presidents. And God said, no, get rid of their children. Their children are going to be worse than them. We're not supposed to be out here just allowing any old thing and every old thing. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. And he has given us all power, all dominion, all authority over all works of the earth and everything that crawleth on it, whether they stand up on 2 legs or 4. We have authority over that. So he's counting on us. We count on him. Please, God, help us. No. I already helped you exercise your authority. First of all, stop the foolishness. Stop the division. Because I called for a bride, a body. I did not call for a cell block over here, member group over here, a prayer circle over here. I called for a body. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, turn from their wicked ways and seek my face. Problem is, his people don't want to do that. Okay? So with that being said, now that you've gotten the foundation of why I'm going where I'm going, I'm team me and I'm team kingdom. And this kingdom and this world is not my home. I'm just sojourning through here, making my mark. What is my mark? Whether to use my voice to bring him glory, that's my mark. Whether to stand up for the cause of the injustice, then that's my mark. Whether that's for my vote to count on whoever he tells me to vote for. Because I'm going to tell y'all this right here, okay? I'm going to tell y'all this, especially my melanated people. They try to come for me, y'all, not knowing who Dr. Tawana is. You must be a this. You must be a that. You must be a Republican. You must be a Trump supporter. I mean, the hate was so real. Have you ever seen somebody hate somebody so bad? You got to go get to know them for yourself to see, why is the hate so bad? Why is they trying to stop me from knowing you? Have y'all ever had that happen? Y'all tell me that. Y'all tell me that. I'm going to wait for y'all to respond to me. Anybody ever had that happening? Somebody try to, don't talk to her right there. No. And then you found out that, dang, this person ain't even what they was trying to stop me. Have that ever happened to anybody? Thank you, beloved. I pray for yours as well. All of the time. Okay. I got one person say all of the time. I learned a long time ago, maybe about 10 years ago, the enemy will always try to bring division amongst the people you're supposed to be connected to. Why? Because he don't want the connection to happen. Why? Because when y'all connect, y'all defeat his purpose. So he will cause division. And the way that they came at me, you must be a Trump supporter and let the white man let this. And I hate to say this, okay, especially to my melanated people, hear me clearly. I had the craziest upbringing, okay? There ain't no shame in my game. My father did not like Caucasian people. And one thing that I notice is that no child is born racist. They're taught racism. Now, peep game. My father wasn't even in my life. He was in prison all of my life. I didn't grow up with my father to accept or adapt any of his behaviors. However, he also didn't like authority. He didn't like white men in authority telling him what to do. That's what his problem was. So I didn't even grow up in the same household with him. But the first time the police pulled me over, first thing I said, what you want? Man, what's your name? Why? It was something else came over me that wasn't even me. I'm talking all harsh, do your job, F your mama. I'm like, what the? I'm thinking to myself in my mind, what is going on? They was like, you don't got to be so nasty. And I'm like, yeah, F you and blah, blah. I never was even raised with my dad. My mom didn't act like that. I'm going to tell you, when my mama didn't have food, we used to go to our Caucasian neighbors. They'd give us sugar. They'd give us butter. I mean, I've never, and I honestly mean this from the bottom of my heart, I have never, ever encountered racism. Not me. I haven't experienced it. I haven't experienced somebody like, well, yeah, you get out of here because of I never experienced that. In all honesty. But I grew up with racism in me. It was inherited. And the first thing I say when they make me mad, I would regurgitate what people in my community and different things of that sort would say. And I hate the hypocrisy, especially amongst the melanated people. I'm not voting for him because he a racist. You won too. You call names too. You say nasty words too. You have something in your heart against them too. How is that even any different? That's hypocritical. It's very, very hypocritical. So I grew up, okay? I'm sharing this for a reason. I grew up thinking, even though my father wasn't in my life, just, product of my environment, everybody in the hood whispering the same thing. Yeah, them white folks don't like you like that. I promise you to goodness. I grew up like that, thinking that white people didn't like us. They was racist, even though I never experienced racism. I loved all, but the first thing I be like, they get to popping off, boy, it's gonna pop off. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. It was not until I was in the greatest need of my life. And it wasn't a financial need. It was an educational need. I was like, I need to learn how to get out of poverty. And I went to a Grant Cardone uh, event, and there was a handful of minorities in the room. A handful. Me too, Anna Marie. Me too. Then that African to come. Listen, I sat in that room, and I felt so uncomfortable because I was like, first thing my mind started trying to tell me is you don't belong here. Everything that was put into my ear gates, and that's why it's important to protect these. You don't belong here. And I got up and left the meeting and went to my hotel room. And I just felt so out of place. I was like, God, what is this? I just feel so out of place. He was like, because that's what you've been taught. Who told you you don't belong there? Because they didn't say that. You get yourself up and you go back into the meeting. When I tell you, I only told them a little bit because we had to introduce ourselves. And I told them a little bit. And when I seen, I don't want to start crying for real. When I seen them stand up and not just clap, but embrace who I was as an African American woman, and was so willing to help me. It just, every chain, every stronghold mentally was broken in that moment. I also noticed years ago, whenever I went to our color folk churches, okay, they was crump, praising, shouting, all of that stuff. They was turned up. Hey, brother, what's going on, brother? They was turned up. I love to praise, love to worship, love to hoop, love to holler, all of that stuff. But I was still bleeding when I left out of them churches, for real. It was just, I guess you could say, entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have any other word. It was just entertainment. Because I still left the same way I came after having such a good time. And when I really needed to be healed, God sent me all the way to Kansas City, Missouri, to the International House of Prayer. Very different. A lot of Caucasian folks, they love to worship. Their worship was different. And so after I had that experience, a couple years later, I had a similar experience where he like, I'm going to send you over here because there's another layer of healing. And those are just things that I noticed to help break the strongholds off of my mind that had been imparted into me. I done been done worse by my own, and this ain't to bash my own because I love my people. I fight for my people. I take licks for my people. You feel what I'm saying? I take licks spiritually, because when the enemy done had people in bondage for a whole long time, and then you try to come over there and act like you Superman or Superwoman, and you gonna come on its territory that they gave him legal right to operate, then there is spiritual consequences. It's called warfare, and you better be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might to withstand that type of attack. But just imagine having to fight that and them. And their mindsets. But I realized whenever I was trying to start anything, a business or whatever, my own kind would hate on me, y'all. Talk about me, putting me down. You can't do that. That's dumb. And who she thinks she is? She trying to come up, blah, 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 blah. But if I ever went to the other ones, they'd embrace it. Oh, you need money to get your first winner? Yeah, you can partner with us. I'm like, Damn, I've been lied to all my life. This is crazy. I didn't even know how to receive it. And a lot of us miss our help because we have a messed up mindset. Just like a lot of them. We are some loving people. Yeah, we rowdy. We can get loud. But we love. And we will never, ever do what was done to us. That's one thing that I do know. We will never do to anybody what was done to us. We just tired. That's it. Misunderstood. Cast away. See? But there's something that we both can learn about each other. And that's the reason why we got to stop being so divided. Get to know one another. What they know about us was talk. And then they picked up a preconceived idea. The power of persuasion is crazy. It can be used for good or bad. And if it's used for bad, it does damage. You can tell somebody one thing about somebody, and now then people will go tell somebody, yeah, girl, don't like him because you know what? Yeah, the power of persuasion is demonic if you use it in a negative way. But it can also be very, very, very productive if you use it in a positive way to influence. You can either influence them to righteousness or you can influence them to destruction. But it's a powerful spirit, the power of persuasion. Okay? I know a lot of people, when I start saying, yeah, I'm not voting for this and voting for that, a lot of people wanted to go ahead and unfollow. I don't care. It didn't bother me one bit. Because you're not going to bully me and punk me into believing that because we the same color, we got to think alike, vote alike. You betraying the culture. Let me tell you something. Y'all betray yourselves, period, point blank. I'm not betraying nobody. I'm standing for principles and policies. As long as they line up to the word of God, then they line up with me. The moment that they do not, then I am not for none of that. I don't play them type of games, okay? Many people will tell you why you don't see me out here talking politics. A lot is because I'm building. A lot of this stuff that is happening now, I foresaw it. God said, look, this is what's coming. You let them be out there fighting with each other. I called you to the assignment to be a Nehemiah in this generation. Go buy some land for my people because they ignorant. They out there fighting and fussing with each other, but they're going to need a place in just a moment. They're going to need to get out of the system. The system, what system? The B system. The system that's not going to allow them to be able to buy, sell, or trade. That's what's really happening. They want us divided, but they putting in implementing these systems that good old book said they was going to be implementing, and they're not hiding it anymore. And that is going to affect a lot of us. So he said, no, I'm going to send you over here and do this. And I want you over here doing that. I want you buying gold. I want you buying land. I want a school. I want a grocery store. Okay. I want a hospital. I want you to gather the people together. Okay. That's what I want you to do. And that's what I've been doing. So I don't get involved in politics. But I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm tired of seeing a political party, whether on each side, I don't care, manipulate the masses. And then got our people out here in the street talking about we need justice. Create your own. What you waiting on justice for? You are actually waiting and putting your trust in a man that done failed you so many times. For real, for real. They're not going to come rescue you, beloved. You might as well do it yourself. They're not coming for you. They can care less. The only time you matter is at election time. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. How do you expect a corporation? America is a corporation to have feelings. They don't. They don't care about your bloody men and bloody women in the street. It's a corporation. So daggone it, you ought to care. Stop spending your money with the corporation. I done took losses from the system, and most people don't know. Some of you do. That's why I'm not playing with their policies. I take it very personal. Okay? This baby right here, this baby, he didn't even get to make it to C21. This is my oldest son. Well, you don't know they're trying to take away women's rights. What right? God gave you the right to bear fruit. Oh, that right? Oh, you mean you want to be in rebellion to God? That's what you're saying. You want to break the commandments. Thou shalt not kill. That's what you're saying. Okay, well, go ahead and do that. I am not in agreement with that. This policy, this is my firstborn son. This is my firstborn son, Kavan Ray Tamir Aline Adams. This child was conceived because I was raped. And I decided not to abort my child because I just believed that God gives children. Satan can do that. And children are an inheritance from God. And I loved him with all of my heart, my mind, my soul. Outside of God, this was my first love. Before a man, this was my first love. He didn't have his father, but I made sure he knew he was loved. On April the 5th, he had a car accident, him, his girlfriend, and some friends. They flipped off the freeway. There was some glass from the back seat that gashed his back open, gashed his knee open, but he made it. He was trying to get to me so I can go to, this boy was a mama's boy. He was a mama's boy. Mostly that's how boys are. He was trying to get to me. I bought him a ticket to fly out of Los Angeles. You can see me in his eyes. This is my twin. This was my whole entire, I gave up the club for my children. I gave up dysfunctional relationships for my children. I gave up everything that was wrong so that I would go through it so they wouldn't have to. I bought my baby a ticket, Los Angeles. He didn't have his physical ID on him. He had a copy. They said, we can't let you fly. Now, hear me clearly. They said, we can't let you fly because we can't verify you. I got on the phone with him. I said, I got his hard copy here with me. Can I send you a copy? No, ma'am. That ain't going to work. This on a weekend. This on a Friday night. I said, okay, son, go back to our hometown, which is Fresno, California. And we'll try to fly you out of the smaller airport, even if it's more expensive to fly from there. He said, okay, mama. So he had to ride the train all the way back from Los Angeles to Fresno. Him and his girlfriend. When they got there, he said, do your mom got something for pain? My back is hurting and I'm tired. She said, I don't know. I'll see. The mama didn't have nothing. So she said, I know one of my friends who was given something for pain when she broke her leg. Not knowing that child got addicted to street medication. You know how the white coats, the white coat gangsters, they'll prescribe these young folks something and get them addicted. And then when they abuse them, they say, yeah, you can't get no more, which leads them to go out to the street and can take anything. So she gives my son something that kills my baby. Full fentanyl. And killed my son. There's no way in hell I'm voting their policies. You got that border open, it could be worse than fentanyl. We can be under terrorism. We don't know who in the hell is in our country. And then after my baby died, and I went and done my research, because that's when we really want to do some research after the fact. I said, what the hell is fentanyl? And I went and looked that fentanyl was manufactured in China. It's a whole business. They got 100-story building, glass buildings. They over there living it up, they manufacturing the chemical, and then they sell it to the cartels, the ingredient. Now y'all go look up on YouTube. They got people that BBC went in undercover. They over there making it up and putting it into pill format, because it is a lucrative industry. You can take some fentanyl and put a little bit on some weed and make a lot of weed. You can put some fentanyl and put a little bit on some crack and make a lot of crack. You can take some fentanyl, put it on some pain pills and make a lot of pain pills. And then once the cartel make it, they smuggle it across the border. And because this border is wide open, when I tell y'all I live in pain, I will never get to see my child in this life again. Imagine that for those of you who have children. Could you accept that? And you know what's so hurtful is that, and I don't advocate for this, murder is murder, but parents who have lost their children to gun violence, parents who have lost their children to somebody being an alcoholic and driving and running a light and killing their kid, domestic violence, the justice don't come in the form of the sentence. The justice, and just a little bit, comes in the form of, you ain't gonna never do this to nobody else. I don't have that, which makes it more painful. The hundreds of thousands of mothers who have lost their children don't have that. Hold on, let me submit this, because Facebook, TikTok always want to do this dumb stuff. Who I'm gonna take to court? The government? The Democratic Party, Joe Biden? Who am I gonna get justice for? They killed my baby, y'all. They killed my baby. Who gonna give me justice? They killed my son. I decided not to abort him because his life mattered. God gave him to me, and they killed my son. And look, they want to put something down here. Live visibility restricted. Your live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results because your live does not comply with the For You feed eligibility standards under our community guidelines. Reason: discussing drugs or other regulated substance. Now, how you gonna try to ban me about what happened to my child? This is the stuff they want to suppress. They don't want to put it out there. They said, I'm discussing drugs or other related substances when fentanyl killed my kid. Are you dumb or not? So now I need y'all to share it everywhere. Because now they say, look, we ain't going to show it up. We ain't going to. No. You don't get to bully me like that. You don't get to do that. That's what I'm saying. We need to stand up. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do something like that and then silence the mamas. You want to know why half of these mothers whose children been gunned down by police officers and stuff, why they ain't talking no more? They had to take a disclosure. I'm gonna give you this amount of money, and you're gonna go ahead and be quiet, and you never hear from them again. Not me. You can't pay me enough. I'm a shouter from the mountaintops. The live went from 40 to 18 because they say they're restricting it. That's right. You cannot restrict God. Satan, the Lord rebukes you. And TikTok, if you keep playing, you ain't going to have no platform. And that's on God. I'm that type of person. You touch me, then he touches you. And your platform already under siege and under fire. I am going to talk about whatever happened to my kid at the hands of this government, whether you like it or not. Then they're going to put a tag on the bottom of my video talking about learn more about the U.S. election. Satan, the Lord rebukes you. That means may the Lord punish you. Yeah, may the Lord punish you. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, may the Lord punish you, TikTok. Because I'm going to talk about minds and what y'all done did to hundreds of thousands of other mothers. And we're not even done, okay? I only birthed 3 sons in the earth. I'm a mother of 9. So that means I got 6 daughters, 3 boys. One of them that y'all just seen, he gone. He died April 9th, 2023. Okay? I really don't. I can care less about these platforms. They got the right woman for the job. You understand me? I really can. They ought to know. I've been doing this. That's why I tell people, when you come for me, you don't know what I have to go through. See, I'm not going to be popular. I'm not going to be there because I'm going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. And you know what? I don't have nothing to lose. I don't. What else do I got to lose? You done took from me what can never be given back. I have vowed with my life, 10 toes, I will stay down, period. And forever stand up and fight for the injustices of God's people. Ain't nothing you can do about that, Satan. Nothing at all. You can't touch me prematurely. Why are you worried? I'm too defended to be defeated. You see what my shirt say? Blood bought, baby. I was bought at a price. Okay? You cannot break in and tamper and contaminate me. None of that. Unless God gives you permission. Now, I told y'all about that son, right? I only had 3 sons. This is my second born son. Y'all see I got to wear my kids on t-shirts? They ain't going to like this either. No, ma'am, no, sir. They ain't going to like this either. They killed him. At 15 years of age, my baby went to go play basketball after he got out of school, and he dropped dead on the basketball court. Didn't find out till afterwards that the medication that the school enforced him to be on, Adderall, gave him 4 heart attacks while he was on it. So you mean to tell me I got a system that had killed only my 3 male child in the earth? I don't get grandchildren from them. I don't get a wedding from them. I don't get babies from them. I don't get a future from them. I don't get anything. The last photos that I have, and they are stuck in my mind. It don't matter if I look at this photo all day long or that other one all day long. The last photos that are etched in my brain, very, very, very traumatic, is the photos of seeing my baby dead. Both of them dead. Burying them. And you know what? His birthday is tomorrow. He died April 18th, 9 days after his oldest brother. So when April come around, I'm reminded what this system did to me and the prison, the life sentence of pain that they have caused me. I only had 3 male child. 3. That's it. I got one left. And I will fight every single day to make sure that it's not your child. Because they done already got mine. So it's bigger than justice for them. They got mine, but they coming for yours. Open borders mean they coming for yours. More drugs in the community, they coming for yours. They just put an article out that Adderall, young people are abusing it now. Oh, you wonder. Oh, you wonder. So when I stand up and I stand flat-footed and say, we're not doing that no more, I don't care if you come up against me. You can't break me. You can't break me. I'm getting through the most devastating thing any parent have ever gone through. Okay? And I'm not here to argue politics. The borders were also open when Trump was in office. The borders have always been open. The reason why the borders are open is because the borders was open. And this is not a Trump thing or a Joe Biden thing, okay? It's a spiritual warfare thing. Because the Bible say when we don't have walls, a place without walls is bound, is destined for ruins. A city without walls. When the man tried to put up a wall, they attacked him. Say that he was trying to keep. No, those that are criminals don't need to be over here. And they didn't just get my son. They all up in New York, the R word into women, walking down the street, cutting them up in grocery stores, unaliving the police. That's why I said from the get-go, politics. Okay? So I'm not here to, because honestly, let us tell the truth. None of us know what's going on at the border. You either got your information from one of the other parties. And they're going to spin it for their narrative. You mean to tell me you can't close the borders? That's premeditated. You plotting to hurt us. Straight up. I don't care, red or blue, whoever opened them. You premeditating our demise. And that is not acceptable. Greg Abbott put his foot down and did the government support him? No. They actually came and get, hello, somebody. I'm in Texas. Hello, somebody. When we could actually begin to see who's the people pulling the strings, and then what spirit is behind the strings being pulled. It's a spirit of death. They want to rally and champion for bloodshed. All in the name of rights. And there's Republicans that believe a woman has rights to her body. That's why I said they politics. We the people got to be smarter than that. We the people got to be smarter than that. Especially if you call yourself a believer. Then you don't need no law to pass to know that you shouldn't be aborting your children. Well, what if a woman is raped? I was raped. Most people don't know that 5 of my children as a result of rape. I was homeless as a young girl. Very impoverished, living from house to house. Everywhere I went to, it seemed like some nasty pervert wanted to touch me inappropriately. my story and everybody else's story, but I'm saying. And then when I got with my husband and wanted to do it the right way, I dealt with infertility for 10 years and couldn't have children. Now, how I can have a child or children from those who didn't violated me, but I do things in right standing with you, covenant, and I can't give my husband a child. I have some stuff that I've endured and been through, and that's what makes me who I am today. So I shared all of that to say this. When I show up for real and not for fake. I'm not here to do that whole internet beef type of stuff. I don't do that. I'm not arguing with nobody. I don't tear anybody down. There's no purpose in that at all. If I can't help you, then I'll leave you alone. I respect everybody. You're free to do whatever you want to. God made you free to do that and gave you a free will. However, what benefit do I have of telling somebody, watch out? Don't keep doing something. If you hurting, and I'm tired of seeing y'all hurting, don't keep doing something that's causing you hurt. Get up. Go the other way. I never told anybody to vote for anybody. You can hold your vote, but don't be trying to be, and even that in itself, putting your mouth on another man or woman, it's evil and demonic. And you're going to give an account. It says every man will give an account for the idle words that were spoken out of their mouth. Why? Because the greatest weapon on planet Earth is not a submarine or a nuclear weapon. The greatest weapon is your mouth. You can speak life or death. And people out here using their mouth reckless and fighting and funking with one another behind what? Trump prevented the borders from closing just like all the other presidents because it's costly to the American people. A day, Mexico border closures could cost billions. I'm going to let you have that, okay? But I'm going to tell you right now, Miss Dorothy Maddox, that's not what I'm here to argue. The way y'all coming with Trump, I need to go check him out for myself. Because I'm going to tell you something. The last time I voted for them Democrats. And I only voted because Barack Obama was a black man. And it was the worst mistake of my life. The day that he was elected, after I cast my ballot, never. I vowed after that day to never, ever do that again. Because it was in that moment that God revealed to me that no, I didn't choose him and he ain't working for me. And shortly thereafter, we found that out. He was everything pro God. And that's why I say this ain't even flesh and blood. This is spiritual. What did God say? Well, I can care less what God say. I created myself. No, the hell you did not. God created you and me. Now, one day God has not provided. Amen. That's right. We don't have legal authority over ourselves. And that's what this fight is about. The spirit of darkness, spirit of rebellion. God said all of this would happen. So I'm not even surprised. We can shift blame. And I'm going to tell you right now, Sister Dorothy Maddox, it ain't nobody's fault but our own. We need to go pick up a mirror and stop shifting the blame on other people. Shift the mirror. That's so far from the truth. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact about him preventing the closing of it. I know that for a fact. That's so far from the truth. However, this is spiritual. Has nothing to do with a human being. They just pawns on opposing side of the chessboard. This is about morals. This is about principles. What did God say? Can't no man in America or no other country tell you to disobey God. That's in your own heart. And it's our fault because you know why? Our tax dollars support that. Our tax dollars support abortion. Our tax dollars support the borders. Our tax dollars funding the war. It's our tax dollars. So if we're going to blame anybody, blame us. What part did I play in this? Was it in my money? Was it in my beliefs? Was it in my allegiance? That's what I'm saying. If we're not talking that, we ain't talking nothing. Because all of them is politics. This the Hunger Games 2.0 in real life. That wasn't a movie. It's real life. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with that. But look, I want to share with you guys. Why did I say all of that? Because they don't care about you and they don't care about me. They don't. They care about your votes. They care about power. They care about this country. They care about policies. But they do not care about you. Meaning you should care about yourself. Because it's nobody else's responsibility. We can sit here and shift blame all day long. At the end of the day, it starts and begins with us. And it finishes with us. Okay? It does. When we stand up, it's game over. As long as we bent over, the game is still being played on our backs. But the moment we stand up and say enough is enough, we're going to stand for something and fall for everything. And that's what's been happening. Ain't nobody standing for nothing. So therefore you fall for everything. It's kingdom on minds. I can care less about these governments. I obey the law. The only kingdom I'm supposed to be establishing here on earth as it is in heaven is the kingdom of God. That's it. And that's what I came to do, to disrupt. What does that mean? I came to let you know that my kingdom ain't in no inflation. My kingdom ain't divided in the angels, okay? That side over there funking with this side, okay? They ain't building no walls. They ain't having no food crisis. They ain't having no lack. None of that in my kingdom. So this is what God told me to do. While they out there all fighting each other, you need to be over here like an insider. I said the wealth of the wicked was stored up for the righteous. And the reason why I said the wealth of the wicked was stored up for the righteous, because I have a plan. And if I tell my people to come out from amongst them, then they need somewhere to come to. So this is what I need you to do. Okay? So I'm going to share with y'all a few opportunities. Y'all can sit over here and listen if you want to. If they benefit you, then they do. If they don't, then they don't. It's cool. I know my family over here. They know me. Okay? So I'm going to say I was really disheartened and behooved to see folks come and raise $100 million in a day for an individual. And we can come together and just buy some Bill Gates land, buy a whole community. Okay? Why we can't do that? $100 million would have bought us some apartment complex. It would have bought us some land. We could have built so many properties on this land that would give affordable luxury housing to our fellow man. It also would have blessed us because it would have gave us passive income, generational wealth. Okay. We would have had some land to even build a grocery store on it. Put some gardening down there. It don't matter if food went up, our food is in our backyard, so we would still eat. Hello, somebody. That's what we ought to be doing. You able to see what's going on in your community, your protecting your community. I wouldn't even say policing it, but protecting your community. Just think, if we all just, then we would have more. So I have an opportunity, okay? By the way, I didn't overstay my time. I just had a grandchild today, the day before my deceased son's birthday. And I'm excited and sad. So I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time here, okay? I'm going to run through it real quick. We should have, thank you very much. Do you know we could have took and did with $100 million? Instead of raising it for a party and just came together as a people, what we could have did for ourselves. We wouldn't need them for anything at all. We wouldn't need them for anything. We build our own. Then we get nurses in there that know nursing and those that know other trades and skills and those that are businessmen, so we can have banks, okay, and bankers and administrators. We build our own community. Congratulations, my grandson was born on the 1st of July. Congratulations. Congratulations. My grandson who was born today, his mama had my granddaughter last year on July 1st. So she got a July 1st baby and a July 28th baby. They 1 year apart, okay? But yeah, we could have came together and did something like that. Now, why would we all rally and put that type of money behind things that don't benefit us? Maybe 1 or 2 benefits, but that's a lot of money to put behind 1 or 2 benefits. That's just straight up facts. When half of the world can't pay their bills. Owning a home is just like lease with an option to buy, because you missed that payment for 3 months, you're going into foreclosure. You don't own anything. When you own land, now you are owner. You are landlord. That's where they get that word from. Now you are owner, because everything built all begins with dirt and the property taxes. Hello, somebody. $5 a year for property taxes, $15 a year for property taxes. So instead of trying to go and buy homes for $600,000, $700,000, especially due to insurance, inflation, and all of this stuff, go buy you some dirt for $300, a quarter acre to be exact. Buy it from the government. It's called land banking. It already comes with a value. When you buy it for $300, it may already be valued at $1,100. It may be valued at $1,700. It may be valued at $2,500. So if you say, well, I actually want to take this $300, buy this land, get the value, the cash value out of it of $1,100, I just 10x'd. No, it's little to none property tax. $5 for the year, $50 for the year for property tax on dirt. You didn't buy a house, you bought dirt. And then it's a tax cut because you did what this corporation wanted you to do. And that's why they have tax breaks for the rich. People be getting mad at the rich like they out here scheming and stuff. No, they're living tax free. They found what to do with their money. Make it grow. And the way you make it grow is through investments. So now that's why they, when you come talking about you want to get taxed to wealthy, you causing a ruckus. It's like, we've been living tax free. Literally. They have tax breaks. So what is it where you can buy unaltered land and the government pays you? Government contracts. Government contracts. So people try to come for me and be like, Them migrants ain't getting no $4,000 a month. I'm a government contractor. If I take this land, because you can buy land and houses, right? You can buy a house for $1,000. That's already valued at $250,000. The problem is the roof might have got burnt up or had some water damage. Fine, you can go gut that out. Okay, you can actually, when you buy it, you take it and you get it appraised. And they say, okay, this house is worth $250,000. Okay, I need to borrow 80%. No credit check involved. I need to borrow 80% of it to renovate it. Or you can use business credit for business credit. And you can use Home Depot, Lowe's, Floor and Decor to repair your whole entire house. And there's a way to do it. Then you turn around and you tell the government, I know the migrant crisis is happening and you're looking for permanent housing for them. I have a home with 4 bedrooms. That's $20,000 per room per month from the government. And because it's a crisis, the money doubles or triples. If you have to assist them with tying a shoe, that's $200 and $214 being billed. After you tie their shoe, if you got to brush their hair, that's another $214 being billed. Okay, if you got to put on their clothes, that's another $214 being billed. If you got to go put them on a school bus or a city bus or your van, that's another $214 being billed. On top of the $20,000 per bedroom you're already getting. Okay, you can bill Medicaid. Ooh, wish I could give y'all some juice and some sauce, but let me just stick to the script because I ain't got a whole long time. Okay, on the land, I'm gonna give y'all access again because I don't want nobody to miss an opportunity to put their family in a position of preservation, because that's what it's about. When cash finally becomes 100% trash, no good at all, then you need some real estate, because currency ain't real. That's why it's not called real currency. It's called currency because it's supposed to move like a channel. But real estate is assets, land, buildings, commercial space, real estate, gold. Those are real assets. Silver, real assets, precious metals. Okay, so you can buy land. I didn't already showed y'all. I don't think I need to show y'all, but if I do, I'll show y'all real quick, okay? Because I gotta go. Now's the part where I tell you what options you have and how I could assist you and help you. Okay, where we at? Making. Hold on one second. Come on now. COSL. Let me just go there. Acknowledge. Okay, here. I'm gonna let y'all see it in just a minute. Let me pull it up. We call that sponsorship here in Virginia. Yeah, they call it land banking. But let me just show y'all. Okay, let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all over here. And then let me turn this around so y'all can see with me. Okay. We're going to blow this up a little bit. Okay. So it's telling you what's the parcel number, the acres, the section, the township, the range, and what the starting bid is. And then, you know, what date it was added on, of course. It's also going to tell you when the bid closes. Okay. This is a starting bid on a piece of property. Probably a very big piece of property. Starting bid is $4,281. Somebody then there's a current bid on it for just $5 more than what they ask. Okay, if I really, really want it, then I go in here at a certain time. It's a way to play the game in order to win the game at a certain time and just bid up a couple of dollars more than this person. That's how I win the bid. Okay, y'all see that piece of property right there for $180? They got current bids on it. It's up to $610. But I want to know what the value of the land is valued at. Okay. This one right here, you can buy this for $349.43. They only got one bid at $349. They bid it right on that. So if I go in there and bid $2 more and I win the bid, that's how I win the bid. Okay. Another one, $183, and they got a bid on it for $183. Now, let me go by real quick. If I want to see how much this is valued at, then I'm gonna come over here and just do this real quick. Go ahead and acknowledge that. Okay. They got one bid on it. They got 26 days and 1 hour left, as you can see right here. Okay. Current bid is $349. I would save this and then go back and visit it, so I can win the bid. Okay. And like I said, there's a play to win the bid. So now I'm gonna come up over here. Let me stop the sharing over here so y'all can see my screen as soon as that opens up. Can I tell you the site? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I can give you one site, okay? You can go and look up. You can go to MaconLandBank.com. Is it .com? Oh, MaconLandBank.org. Let me share this other screen really quickly. All right. So now I want to see. Close this. I want to see how much is this property valued at. So if I buy this property for $300, it's already just the land by itself. It's already valued at $2,000. Am I 10xing my investment or no? I only buy it for $383. It's already valued at $2,000. I can sell it right here, right now for $2,000. If I go and put a mobile home on it, then now my land and my building has a estimated market value. If I go and put some concrete on it, now my land is going to be $2,000, and whatever I put is going to have a value. So I've 10x my money. You see the taxes on that? $24 a year. You don't have to keep it. You can buy and flip. Buy it cheap. Sell it cheap, okay? The type of property this is, resident vacant. Simple as that. That's how you flip your money, okay? I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera off. So I just showed y'all how to buy you some land. Did y'all know y'all can buy y'all some land for that shit? Because I promise you, if we could have got all them people that donated that $1 million, then we could have did a lot of things. They got commercial space and all of that. They got all kinds of stuff. Okay, so this is what I got for you. The reason why I brought that up is because I have done a Are You a Mentor? I am, beloved. I have done a 3-hour workshop, step by step, of how you can go and do this and even buy you some tonight. It's a way to buy. We don't want you just bidding. We want you to win the bid. Okay. So I've done a 3-hour. I had a live land banking masterclass. If y'all missed that, y'all missed it. Okay. Told y'all to come on with me then. However, I have a live workshop that I did, giving you step by step how to get it funded, how to get financing for it, how to get credit, business credit, the whole 9 yards. So where you can buy land and don't use your money. I also included with this, and this is going to be the last time I offer it, and I'm only offering it to 10 people at this price. I'm going to give you a list, a land bank list with over 100 websites, just like that one, where you can go buy you some land in Arkansas, Puerto Rico, Texas, wherever you want to buy some, okay? Everywhere, all 50 states. and Puerto Rico for the low. Okay. Those two together, I'm only going to allow 10 people to get it at $97. If you want that, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't want it, I already got it running on automation. Okay. One thing that I love about anything that I offer you, I want you to go sell it too, right? Because each one teach one, and when each one teach one, then each one can reach one. So I don't want you to just come and buy it from me for $97 and just utilize it yourself. That's not going to be good enough. It's not going to be fair. Go tell somebody in your family. Go tell somebody in your community. Go tell somebody in your church, hey, come on, let's get together and let's buy land. Why? Because when everything pop off, me and my family will be secure. Anybody want that? I'm only offering it here on this live. I put it out there. Several people took advantage of the opportunity. Okay. But with the foolishness and the shenanigans that we got going on right now, all around us, this is most important. When they take that dollar away, then what? We need to be in control of our own food. We need to at least know if I can't afford that apartment or that house no more, that mortgage, I got some land I can go live on. It's mine. Cost me $24 a year to put anything I want on it. Okay. So if y'all don't want that, let me move on to the next. I'm just here to tell you what I got. And whether you want it here on the live or you want it later on the replay, I'm just telling you what I got. So I'm only going to allow 10 people to get that at $97. It's the 3-hour workshop and the 100 exclusive resource list for you to go buy it, do it, flip it over and over again as you please. Number 2. Hold on, let me pull it up so I don't go out of order. Oh, let me pull it up. Hold on. So I've been sharing. Number 2 is I've been sharing. I got a credit hack sweep. Okay. You got bad things on your credit that are not to be on your credit. I got a legal, legitimate hack that will remove negative items from your consumer report that are being illegally reported to your consumer report. Takes 7 days. You're only going to delete the negative items and leave the positive items on there. Therefore, increasing your score, removing the negative accounts, and then allowing you to go get some of their money, the bank's money, okay? To go get their money. When I say their money, I got a $200,000 funding play that you can go right away and get you some funds because you ain't going to have none of that bad stuff on your credit. Now, I want y'all to see because receipts don't lie. People do, okay? As you can see, this is called a credit sweep hack. Oops. Sorry about that. Let me make sure I'm sharing it over here. I'm not. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So y'all can see current dispute. Started January 27th, was in review. Same day, January 27th. They disputing Capital One. Okay. I'm going to try to go through this real quick. I don't want to expose nobody's personal information. Okay. So this was the only account that they disputed, Kane and Weiner. It's been removed from your credit report. Okay. Period. Does this come back? No. It is illegal for it to come back. This is the actual credit union Experian. We have removed it from your consumer report. Okay. And then your points then went up too. Okay. Not only that, Baby girl done already got her $6,500. Okay. Cleaned the credit, got $6,500. We ain't playing. Let me go hit them credit unions up, okay? Boom. Here's another one. Your investigation results are ready. Investigation results deleted. The disputed items was removed from your credit report. American Express. American Express. Discover Bank. Okay? Gone. Sweeps. Scored and went up. Y'all see the date. You can't make this up. July 26th. Score is now at a 799. Score went up 224 points just from having those items deleted. Okay? As you can see here, you found 15 changes to your TransUnion report. Your score is now sitting pretty at a 724. You got up 186 points, and what happened? A collection was removed. Another collection was removed. Another collection was removed. This account was removed. This account was removed. I know my screen is blurry and dirty, but it is what it is. Y'all can see it. I made it big enough for you to see it, okay? Oops, I don't want to expose this person's information. Y'all see it real quick. Let me go ahead and get it off the screen. Okay? Don't want to expose nobody's information. But this credit sweep hack works on all three credit bureaus. Okay? I have the whole entire play. What you need to do, the documents you need to submit, take 7 days to remove it. Most people then got results in 48 hours, 24 hours. Because of the verbiage that is being used. Okay, good night, Sister Faye. God bless you, love. So this is the last call and the last time I'm gonna offer this. They selling this play for $1,500. I'm only gonna allow 10 people, more people. I said I was gonna shut it down. I'm gonna open it up. 10 people to go get their credit fixed, and then allow me to send you to some banks where you can get 200,000. Y'all can go type in Dr. Tawana client testimonials or Dr. Tawana Worlds, because they don't let me put the doctor on there because it's not on my driver's license. Tawana Worlds 25K. That's all you gotta do is put that on Facebook. You see all the other clients that have got 25K, 75K, 60K. Okay, get your credit profile right. Go ahead and get the bag and run it up, and you good to go. I'm only gonna allow 10 people. What did David say to my I'm writing this in tears and begging you in God's name? Please help me kindly with $5,000. Beloved, knock it off. Okay? Let me go ahead and remove that. We ain't doing that. No scam zone. Period. I'm gonna let that go to 10 more people for $97. That play is being sold for $1,500. I know it's inflation. I know people financially where they at. I understand. I'm gonna allow 10 more people. I'm not allowing everybody. 10 people to get that play. Both of those plays for $97. Okay. Now let me move on to the next. I'm looking for 5 ladies, sisters. Whether you in business as a new business owner, new startup, are you aspiring to become a business owner? Okay, put a 2 in the chat if you want the credit sweep. So you can make millions of dollars off of communities and groups. Okay, communities and groups. That's what I'll say. You can actually build you a community like I have done groups like I have done and monetize off of those groups, making millions of dollars in these groups. No cap. No cap. I have done $50,000 in one day from one group. And I didn't show y'all so many times that I shouldn't have to show you them up. Okay? I don't come here to flex on y'all. I just let y'all know that, look, I can help you. I'm only looking for 5 women that want to join me in the next week and a half, and learn how to do this step by step with me on a weekend. It's going to be a all day process, but you're going to leave out of there with your group and your community built. Okay. You're going to also have some systems set up so that you have some lead generation, people coming into your group automatically or automation while you sleep. I'm trying to look for this one thing. Hold on one second because it's distracting me. But you will be able to have your whole entire group built out. I did show y'all. I'm gonna pull it up over here. My receipts is the best receipts. That's what I do believe. My receipts are the best receipts. So I'm gonna pull my receipt up real quick, okay? And then I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. I hope I got enough time. I also got the government contracting, the gov money. If you want to learn how to get you a piece of this pie and get you some reparations, then I challenge you, okay, to definitely check your email, Sister Glenda. I sent that to you, what we talked about yesterday. Okay, so y'all don't believe it's somebody else. You see my name. That's me, Tawana J. Worlds. This is my Navy account, okay? You can see the date there. You can see the deposit amount on that month, March. Now, the very next month, let me go back. That's the 12,000 in 1 hour. Let me go this way. The next month, same person, okay? Oh, that's a 312. Oh no, that's 412. Okay. And you see the deposit amount on that statement, and that's a month. Okay. So you didn't see over 265,000 in 2 months. All digital. I have not left to do anything. I don't want to impress y'all because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to impress upon you. I'm only looking for 5 women. When I tell you that you guys can build a community, let me go ahead and share this over here. Go ahead and cop that play, Sister Glenda. Hi, Latasha. All right. Cop that credit play. It ain't going to be available. Not at that price, no more. Let me show you how you can build you a community, okay? This is a platform where you build communities. Facebook, you can build communities. Telegram, you can build communities, okay? But I want you to see this gentleman right here is a genius. What he does is he fills his community, and this is just a community to connect with masculine men who want to work on self-improvement. He has 135,100 people in this group. He makes it free and lets the people get in there, and then he tells them, after he get whoever he want to get in there for the free 99, it's just going to be $1 per month to stay in moving forward. This man is doing $135,100 every single month, just charging $1. Okay. This group over here, this is all about anime. Okay. This is a community for health, biohacking, fitness, and self-improvement. They got 6,100 members in there at $22. Somebody tell me what 6,100 times $22 a month. Somebody tell me that. Put that number in the chat. And that's exactly how much they make in a month. Okay. Some of these that you see that say free, they free to get the people in there, and then they say, hey, it's $5 or $10, or either they have some type of high ticket that they sell within their group. This one has 551 members. They're charging $50 a month. Okay. They got people on here that 972 members, they charge $75 a month. This is just talk. They got a group or community for the clothing brand community in the world. You want to get into the clothing community, then hey, this is for people wanting to know AI. It's the AI Guys Club, teaching you how to grab attention and profit from it. $50 a month, 518 members in here. Y'all do the math, okay? This is how you can actually do millions of dollars. Now, can you say the name of Facebook to see the testimonies for the bank? Tawana Worlds is my name. You talking about me? Tawana Worlds is my name. And did you get some funding, Sister Tania? Let these folks know if you got some funding when you took any of. I think you did, if I can remember. But you go look in Tawana Worlds and type in 25K and all the testimonials from people who have came and got funding from running the plays that I give them. They'll pop up. You'll see lots of them there. Can you say the name of the Facebook to see the testimonies for the bank? Okay, so that's how you build a community. Did anybody put those numbers in here over here? I got 4 minutes. Y'all didn't put that number in here? Did nobody do the math on that? Shame on y'all. I wanted y'all to see, because seeing is believing. If I got $6,100, let me go do it myself, because y'all play too much. Calculator. So we just seen a man get $35,000 a month. If we times $135,000 a month at just $1, times 12, this cat makes $1,620,000 a year. Okay, you did? Okay, thank you. So there go one testimonial, Ramona. She got funding. So now I'm going to go back here, and that was 6,100 folks. And I think they had $22 for the monthly fee. 6,100 people in that community, $22. They make $134,200 a month. $134,200 a month off a group in the community. So I'm looking for 5 women, 5 ladies or brothers. If y'all brothers want to come and build you a community for the brothers, because you see that there's communities for the brothers. There's a gentleman helping men learn how to land them a successful date, helping them get over their fright to approach a woman. It's all kind of stuff in there. Helping people. There's a lady that's making $1 million doing meditation, yoga, that type of stuff. I'm looking for 5 women or men that want to join me in a week and a half on a workshop style masterclass. And we're going to start your community from scratch. We're going to go over how to fill it. Okay. Everything's going to be done for you when you leave, for sure. Everything's going to be done for you when you leave. And then we're going to set up your lead generation machine, which just gives you them people on automation. So if you look over here real quick, you'll see people while I'm talking to y'all. Let me close this out. We're going to come over here. While I'm talking to y'all, my group is being filled. Okay? So I'll show you this. While I'm talking to y'all, I got people joining my group 2 hours ago, 12 hours ago, 4 days ago. Need to go in there and approve them. But I'm 302 members in just 4 or 5 days, okay? I have already done $500 just off of this small community. And I have communities that are 250 strong. I got some that are 40,000 strong. I got some that are 538 strong. Okay. Don't tell me that I can make money. I'm not just gonna make one. Not me. I'm gonna make multiple. Okay. And because I have done this in my sleep, literally, now I'm gonna teach a handful of people how to do it too. Do what they doing. Okay. $497 for that workshop includes the replay, access to the systems that you're gonna need to give you these leads. Um, so you don't have to worry about, well, somebody gonna even want to join my group. No, we ain't gonna worry about all that. You're gonna have your group and you're gonna be ready to make you some impact in the lives of others and some income. It's $497 for that workshop. You get forever access to the replay. You also get put into a community where anything up and new with AI or whatever else that's going to leverage and scale your group and your community, you're going to have first dibs and access to that. Okay. One-time fee is going to be $1,000. Like I normally put it, it's going to be $1,000 in a minute. Okay. I'm only giving you game and options to go ahead and take advantage of it for $497. Okay. And like I said, the groups are very profitable. I just showed you 6 figures for one group, several different ways. 50,000 come from one group in one day. Literally. That's why Stripe and them came for me and all of that other stuff. Like, wow, if you're making that much money, that's high risk. That's another story for another day. Okay. But you can make that in a day, if not more. We talking about a month. That would change your life. Get a lot of people undependent off of the government. So I have that. I also have print on demand. Now, everybody is taking advantage of, what's going on with Donald Trump and what's going on with Kamala Harris, and they are capitalizing off of it, including me. I done made me some shirts for the Trump supporters. I done made me some shirts for the Kamala Harris supporters. I done made me some shirts for the Michelle Obama in case she come over the scene. You understand what I'm saying? Because y'all better watch her. Y'all watching the wrong people. Y'all better watch them Obamas. That's all I'm going to say right then and there. However, I am capitalizing off of why? Because people going to buy regardless. I took an image of Donald Trump, put it on a shirt, and then they go ahead and print it off, send it off, production, the whole 9 yards. It's called print on demand. I'm only responsible for making the price that I want to charge, how much I'm going to get out of that profit, and then I'm responsible for putting the image or the brand on it. The photo or the brand, whatever I want to brand. And I can make wine chillers, glasses, shoes, bathroom, memorabilia, necklaces, all kind of stuff, wallets. And these things are making millions of dollars every single day. Okay. Right over there on Etsy, Facebook Marketplace, TikTok shop is going crazy. So I have the print on demand workshop. Okay. The print on demand workshop going to get you ready to be in business by tonight. You need some right now revenue. You need some money on automation. This is a print on demand. I showed y'all that this tumbler right here, this was an idea. All they came up with was the images. I like lions. I like royal colors. I like eagles. Okay. And this is my Hebrew name, Kalila. Tawana is my government name, but God gave me a new name for a new identity. And that is Kalila, which means the lioness of God. So that's why you see these images. Okay. And I told them I love eagles because I'm an eagle. I roll solo bolo. Okay. I don't hang with pigeons that sit on telephone lines dropping pigeon doo-doo all day. I'm an eagle, right? I also am a believer, a firm one, okay, of the kingdom of God. I also am a lioness, and my lion is from the tribe of Judah. So I gave them detail, and they gave me a physical product. They got paid for the image. I ordered it. The people that Printify shipped it to me. I received it. I utilized it. This cup is always sitting next to me. It is the greatest cup that I have ever owned because it keeps everything hot that I want to put in here hot, and everything that I want to put in here cold. It will keep it cold or hot for up to 18 hours. Can't find no one like it. There's a lot of hype about a lot of things, but this is my cup. This came from an idea. I told her what I wanted. She went and made an image using AI. Put that image on there in 60 seconds and she was in the door. When they saw mines, people on the Zoom was like, I want that too. And I want that too. And I want that. So she was in business by tonight, made her some rapid revenue. Her name is, she gonna kick my butt if I don't remember her name. Lord, if you watching me, sister, please charge it to my head, not to my heart. Her name is Lakia. Sorry. Her name is Lakia. So Lakia was able to get her some rapid revenue with that POD. So if you want the POD, then that is $97. Okay. I'm giving y'all a flash sale in memory, in honor of my beloved son, because this is going to help me continue to make content, continue to get the documentary moving forward, continue to disrupt, continue to stand up for the injustices. Instead of me out here begging y'all for donations, I got some assets, and a lot of y'all need the assets I got. And then I need y'all support behind me. So it meets both of our needs, okay? I have the POD for $97. And last but never least, I'm going to go after this. If you want to get involved in the transportation industry, that is an industry that you can work from home. You can actually make trillions of dollars in transportation just having the paperwork. That's it. Just having the paperwork. What I mean by the paperwork, just being a paper business. You don't have to drive, have any fleet. You can start a transportation business and then go turn around and sell it to the government. Right now, they need water. They need all kind of stuff. People that's busting in migrants is making $1 million a month to take them back and forth from wherever they're going, okay? You can too, and you don't have to have no fleet. It's called leverage. So my husband has a one-on-one. Let me go back and pull it up so I don't mess it up. He be like, baby, that's not what it is. Ooh, that just grinds his gears when I be like, yeah, and his stuff is for $2. He be like, what? Okay, so he has a VIP one-on-one, which is a personal master class between you and him. And then I help with the business credit aspect, okay? So he has a one-on-one master class instead of him doing one-to-many, like a group setting. He will do one-to-one, you and him. Show you how to take a transportation business from scratch all the way up to scale. He will help you get it set up. He will help you, with trying to get funded for it. We're going to give you all the juice and the sauce, okay? It's a flash sale. He normally would charge somebody $1,500 for this, but he's letting it go for $997. One-on-one is going to be several sessions, I think 5 to 6 sessions, where you guys build out the transportation business. Everything that I had just mentioned, except the credit, except the land banking list, and accept the POD. Now the transportation and grow your community, scale your event. What I was telling you about growing communities, those can be financed. Klarna, Affirm, they have that. If you can't get approved with them, then I have my own payment plan set up. You can get started with $250, and then it's $250 per month until it's paid in full, which is $497. $250 down, and then $497. That's for the $997. It's $250 down, and then I think it would be 3 payments of $250 for the $997, which is the transportation. It's $250 down, and then it's like maybe $50 to $75, something like that, until the $497 is paid. Okay, but you can either do financing or you can do a payment plan, in-house personal payment plan. Everything else is $97. You're gonna have to send it to the information that's on the screen or in the description of this video. Or if you're over here and you want to go with me, you want to go faster and go further, then you can go ahead and DM me over here, and I will send you the list of what I just went over here and the way that you can make the payment or either apply for funding or financing if that's the choice you choose to make. With that being said, I gotta go, y'all. I love y'all. Okay. And it was a pleasure and an honor to sit here for 2 hours with y'all. Real talk. And you guys allow me to earn your time, because your time is very valuable. You can't get it back. Any questions for me before I go? Anybody want to go with me? Anybody's taking me up on any offers that absolutely wants to go with me? Okay. I always come here to my family first before I sell it to an outsider. Now I can go inside my same group and the same offers I just gave y'all, go in there and sell them for a different price. I can go into other groups and sell them for a different price. I'm not in it for the income, even though the income benefits and keep the movement moving. I'm in it for the impact. Your success is my reward, not your money. Any questions for me before I go? Hopefully, you guys that came over here for the first time on today, any first timers on here, introduce yourself. It was a pleasure to have you. Hopefully, you'll come back. Okay. I love you, and I don't have to know you to say that I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. God commanded me to love all, and I'm going to do that. And there ain't nothing that man, human being can do to make me do otherwise. No questions for me? We good? We good? Y'all just sit here like a bump on a log? Come on, bruh. What's up? Y'all waiting for me to turn it off on y'all? What's going on? Okay, you're welcome, Sister Diane. I was about to say, dang, am I talking to a bunch of bots? I see names, but I don't see no responses. All right, you guys, there's no questions over here. There's no new people over here that I can shout out. I'll see y'all on the next time. You're welcome, Sister Glenda. I'll see you.